welcome to Bookwood. Hi, I'm glad you chose to spend some time with me. If we haven't met before, I am Mashou and I create journal and bookish related content over here on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to set up my reading journal for April. And as always, I am starting with a cover spread that holds on the left a reading progress tracker in a calendar format. And on the right side, I make a place to have an overview of all the books I have read. Last month, or this month, March, I have a fantastic reading month, and I had to paste in a tip-in to be able to write down all the books I've read. And I didn't think that looked very nice. So for April, I created this little horizontal layout booklet of 3 pages on which I can write all my books down, and if I don't have enough space I can add, but if I have too much space I can also hide what's left over. So I thought that would be aesthetically more pleasing, and it's also something to switch up my setup, which is also always very nice. The theme of this month is the Green Witch. That is because the readathon for this month is Orilium, and my character is a herbalist and a beastmaster. So in this setup we will have witches with herbs and also some animals. The washi tape I pulled out here will unfortunately prove itself to be all used up, and I will have to switch it out. I will be able to later on add the little strips that I will take away here in a sec somewhere else, so that they are not entirely wasted. And that's not the only change that will happen to this page before the final flip through that you will find at the end of this video. I also found that it looked too light in comparison to some of the later spreads. So afterwards I went back to this one off camera and I added in some of the more darker elements that will appear soon. Also, at that moment I noticed that I didn't put any of these small washi tapes on many of the other spreads, so I will add that in as well. I decided not to include the setup of my stats collecting page. It is anyways always the same heavy line work, and to switch directly to the TBR spread, which I am creating right now. And that's because we have more spreads than usual in this setup, and I didn't want this video to become very long. So you will see that statistic spread in the flip through. My TBR spread has the same layout as it always does. On the left I will have some space to write my priority reads, and on the right I will keep track of all the prompts that I will need to read for Orilium. My TBR will not be in this video, and there will also not be a TBR book hunt game since the prompts are fixed, but I will make you a separate TBR video to talk about the books that I plan to read. The main titles font that I used is one of the stencils that I use regularly. The font I'm using for these subtitles is a font that I found by doing some research on Google. I will leave a link to the font in the description box below. The last spread of my every month setup pages is this bibliodrive spread. It will hold a list for all the library books that we have in our house. We read mainly through the library, that's the 5 kids and I, and this means that we have a lot of library books laying around, and that's why I keep a list of them to make sure they all get back. If you want to know more about how this all works, we made last year a video about that, and I will try to link that for you as well. And whilst I keep working on this spread, I will already introduce you to this month's readathon. So I already mentioned that I will be participating in Orilium, or the Magical Readathon, and this is a D&D based readathon organized by G over at the Book Roast. And for this readathon we create a character. This is mine, her name is Olga, that attends a magical academy, university, where they go to study some calling, which is a basically a profession, and normally you pick one, but I have two, that is herbalism and beast mastery. And on this page I made a little cover spread that also a little bit unnecessary states that it's for the spring semester. Orilium is in 2 parts. We have a spring semester in April and then an autumn semester or fall semester in September. And on the right side I pasted in the syllabus, which is the list of prompts, and the prompts we are reading for is determined by our calling. And that's why I use these 2 printables. They are from, I think it's the Book Garden. You can find them, and it's on the Discord for this readathon, where they are free to download and to use. And they give an overview, just as the information sheet on the G Drive, the Google Drive, gives, of the classes that you need to read for. You can also read the other prompts, and then this is called extra credits, and that's why I made this little folded Dutch door in middle of my 2 callings spreads, so that I have a place to paste in the book covers of books that I might have read for the extra credit. I used a folded Dutch door so that I can open it if I do not have enough space with the both sides that I'm creating here. And if I have enough space, well, then I don't have any empty space left in my journal. During the month, G hosts several live sprints, and those are always a lot of fun. We read, of course, but we also play games that allow us to gain more guild reputation points. These are credits that we can spend in the guild emporium. It is like a virtual shop. You can buy scrolls that let you count books you DNF'd, that let you stack up prompts or switch prompts, but also a lot of lore material to give an inventory to your character that then can be used in your storytelling if you wish so. I like to have a place where I can write down those gained points so that I exactly know what I can spend. Every semester there is also some type of quest or adventure going on next to the normal prompt reading. This year we have a game that is called the Cabinet of Familiar Tales. We are going to submit our books and keep track of how many pages we read. And every time we hit 1 million of pages, and we hit almost 9 million last spring semester, a book of this cabinet will be revealed. On this spread, the cabinet, which is a drawing made by Logan, G's partner, and this little tip-in that I made with Canva is holding the story that Logan tells in the announcement video, so that I have the lore for this adventure. I leave the page behind it blank so that I can paste in the book that I end up choosing. These cabinets will hold all the revealed books. So there is a version of each book for each guild. There are 4 guilds. I'm in the Mind Walkers, and so I will only collect the books that are available to me. So that will be pasted in at the end. These bookshelves also came from Canva. I only had 1 page of this very old looking wallpaper type of paper, and so for this page I just did the borders with the leftovers that I had from the previous page. I just pasted in the symbol of our guild, and I'm going to add in some decoration to light up this space, but not too much because it will of course hold all Logan's artwork. For now, this is the last spread of this setup, but I'm pretty sure I will have to add some on the way because there will be some lore to keep track of. If you want to see those spreads, please subscribe to this channel so that you are notified if other videos I make come out and you can follow along our adventures. I will leave you with a little flip through of all the pages so that you can see how they look together. See you soon!